Classic Plus is on everybody's mind. What is it? When is it? Where is it? Why did we not get it at the end of Season of Discovery? Why didn't we get a Phase 9? All of these are valid questions. And for the first time, we've gotten not official confirmation, we've gotten a lot of soft confirmations from the devs in interviews saying the future, and we're working on more game modes, we're working on more projects, and the future of Classic is bright, and they always share things that they're working on things aside from Mr. Pandaria. We've gotten all this information, but never an official confirmation of Classic Plus. Until the Chinese, because they got an exclusive version of a Classic game mode, never seen before. Titan Reforged servers, Wrath of the Lich King, Classic TBC Wrath, also got to level 80, level 80 Thunder Furies, level 80 Warglaves. The whole shenanigan, they got a custom exclusive private server, well, it's not a private server, but exclusive game mode just for themselves because they didn't get Season of Discovery. But see, the problem there is, in their interview, in their big 30-minute reveal for the 20th anniversary, they said something. And I'm gonna read it out to everybody here. The exclusivity is partially due to China not receiving Season of Discovery servers. However, it was confirmed that Classic Plus-like content is also in development and that China and the West will experience the next version of Classic at the same time. Okay, so again, nothing surprising here, right? Is it a new season? Is it the amazing beyond dream, definitely gonna disappoint half the player base Classic Plus, or something completely new? But this is the first time we've gotten an official Classic Plus-like content in any statement. They've always been vague with their terminology. They've always kind of played around the wording. They've done teasers, if you guys remember 2023 BlizzCon, where Agrand went Classic plus more, and he was talking about the more content coming to SOD. But the fact that the Chinese over here said Classic Plus-like content is also in development, and that the China and the West will experience the next version of the Classic game at the same time. I don't know why I said the China. What am I, Trump? The China. Anyways, you look at this and you just think to yourself, what do they mean by Classic Plus-like content? Now, let's discuss the new game mode coming to China real quick. Like I said, level 80 scaled, Classic TBC Wrath of the Lich King, everything put together, brand new game mode, whoop-de-doo. They get something cool that we don't. It's their Season of Discovery. Then we look at Season of Discovery, and they never called Season of Discovery Classic Plus-like content. They always said Season of Discovery was its own separate thing. So if Season of Discovery is the unofficial alpha/beta for Classic Plus, this new game mode that is a completely level 80 version of all Classic TBC raids with level 80 talents, class balance, itemization, that is also another season. What does Classic Plus-like mean? Now, it depends on who you really ask. If you ask people, they're gonna say Classic Plus is yada yada private server, it's gonna be this. Technically, TBC is Classic Plus. Like, being real, TBC was the original Classic Plus, right? So, the wording here is so incredibly vague that Classic Plus-like could be literally anything. But I'm gonna tell you my thoughts on what Classic Plus-like is. And Classic Plus-like, in my opinion, is literally the world of Classic, but expanded with TBC baseline, maybe the Wrath client, new raids, new zones, new content. The most Classic Plus thing in SOD was Karazhan Crypts, and then Phase 8 with the Scarlet Enclave. The fact that they added a brand new zone onto the Classic map, the fact that they added a bunch of new quests, a whole new raid, original new bosses, 8 new bosses to be real, right? They added a whole new tier sets, and yes, I know, chat, it's slightly lazy, they reuse the assets, Onslaught, yada yada yada. I get it. Nobody needs to rehash that stuff. But Classic Plus-like, in my opinion, is original new content. The fact that they're using this wording, and the Chinese aren't very like hush-hush about it, they'll literally say, this is what we're doing, this is what's next, be excited. They even showed their roadmap. The Chinese roadmap says, TBC Anniversary and Legion Remix are both coming out this year. And then they say the next big announcement is in the future. So if we're not getting TBC Anniversary next year and Legion Remix is also this year, because they said global release for both of those in their announcement posts, Classic Plus is likely the big announcement at BlizzCon next year. We might even get a teaser at Gamescom this year. Very unlikely, let's be real here. Very unlikely to get any teaser for a brand new official game mode. But another reason that they probably called it Classic Plus-like content is because the game isn't called Classic Plus. I think the Classic Plus name is tainted. I don't think we're ever going to get Classic Plus because they're never going to call it Classic Plus. Classic Azeroth Reborn, Classic Azeroth Retold, Classic Azeroth Reforged. Don't use the Reforged name either, mind you. But like, you get the gist of what I'm saying. They're never going to use the word Classic Plus. They're always going to say things, this is a Classic Plus-like game mode. This is the future of Classic. But they're never going to call anything Classic Plus. It's just so tainted. You ask 100 people what Classic Plus is, you get 100 different answers. In fact, we can't even have the player base come to consensus on more raids. Some people don't think we need new raids at all. Some people don't think we don't need any new zones. Some people don't think we need class balance. The fact that everybody is so divided on what Classic Plus is, the word is beyond measure unusable. It is effectively a trash tier name that will never be utilized. But Classic Plus-like content is officially coming. It's going to be interesting to see what that looks like because SOD wasn't the most well-received experience, right? I loved it. A lot of people loved it. But it was closer to MOP than it was, say, Anniversary. But it's still, in my opinion, better than Anniversary. I think SOD is my favorite. I am saying that SOD is my favorite version of Classic, hands down. Not counting 2019, right? 2019 was when you got to come back for the first time. It was a really interesting and smooth and fun experience. But 2019 is not replicatable because 2019 was an experience. It wasn't the game itself that made it what it was. It was the community. It was the fact that COVID happened. All the things of getting people stuck together, playing the game 12 hours a day, grinding, doing Molten Core for the first time or not the sixth time, just experiencing everything organically at the beginning, everybody holding hands, having an amazing time, is not a replicatable experience. So if I'm leaving the nostalgia and the vibes aside, Season Discovery is my favorite version of Classic, hands down. So we know they learned a shit ton from Season Discovery. You guys will find out in the coming days. I can't share more about that video now, but you'll find out on the 21st. The devs have done a lot of research into what the players want, what they respond positively to, what they respond negatively to. And there's a lot to share about the future of Classic, but we're sadly going to have to wait. China getting this exclusive game mode sadly doesn't mean shit for us because the Chinese dev team working on this is a NetEase dev team. It's not the Classic devs. The Titan Reforged servers are not Classic devs that we know. It's not Agra and it's not them. They're not working on this at all. This is NetEase's version of Season Discovery for the people over there. The Classic devs are heads down working on Mists of Pandaria and then the next big thing afterwards. And that next big thing, it's gonna be big. Is it gonna be good? Debatable, right? Like, let's be real here. Half the player base fucking hated Season Discovery. Absolutely hated SOD. To them, it was an abomination. So depending on what Classic Plus looks like, half the player base is gonna lose their shit regardless. But you could be having a good time if you liked SOD. If you like the plus, if you like the addition of new content, addition of new zones, new class balance, new raid tiers, new itemization. It's gonna be a slightly broken game. But it's gonna be an amazing game. It's probably gonna have achievements. It's probably going to have collections. I know that's a lot for a lot of people, like hell no, no collections, no this. But Classic Plus isn't Classic. It's Plus, it's the future. And the future is gonna steal from retail. It's gonna steal from other MMOs. It's gonna steal as much as it can to make the best experience possible. I just hope they hit the mark here and that the Classic Plus-like content that was the Chinese devs told everybody is actually amazing. I'm excited. This is a Classic Plus channel. Of course I'm excited. But I hope it actually delivers on what the player base wants. And I hope that Classic Plus-like is actually Classic Plus-like. Less SOD, more stealing from what some private servers have done, more building on the world of Classic and expanding it. Don't just tack on things, create authentic, original things, because that's kind of what we all want. And I hope the devs deliver. Hey, so thank you all for watching. If you liked this rant, like and subscribe. If you hated it, understandable. Dislike and unsubscribe and be a dedicated hater. Don't half-ass your hate. Full-ass it. So thank you all for watching. Ebonheart out. Peace. Also, follow me live on Twitch, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. EST. Anyways, adios.